which therapist you need.
Therapy Thursday
With Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accident attorneys. Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
All right, therapy is just talking it out, basically hearing your thoughts out loud.
Yes.
So, therapists ain't really got the answer. You find the answer, they just help you hear it. And that's why we're here. Meredith MD is here to help.
To give you all the brilliance.
In the double D.
The blonde brilliance.
Blonde brilliant.
Okay.
Rich, the emotional support animals here just in case you need a hug.
Not just a therapist, but a master debater.
I'm Orlando. 888-429-0941. All right, let's see. What do we... Well, I mean, we got one in already.
Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she texted, she said, okay, freaks, can you tell me if I'm wrong? I have an ex who keeps texting me about stuff like a doorway to talk to me. Well, yesterday he texted me about my tattoo artist who does all my tats.
No, you got to scroll down. Because that one was a week ago.
Okay.
This one is hot off the press.
This one right here. You want to read? Go ahead.
Go for it.
Go ahead. All right. I was told, quote, I need time to myself. You are the perfect person for me, just the wrong time, unquote. They have a lot going on, and so do I. Am I just being dumb to think that just asking for space, or is that a breakup? Am I stupid for not being able to let go? I love the guy, obviously. We never had any arguments or fights. Everything was great. Lost lover girl.
Well, believe what they say, what they're telling you. I need time to myself means that, honestly, when I say that to people, it means that I'm talking to somebody else.
And that's the advice you should share. Because, I mean, we got to be honest with folks because people who are caring about you aren't going to be honest because they're thinking of your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have feelings involved in it. So we got to give you the real. And if you've ever said to somebody, I just need my time or I just need my space,
I want to be alone.
that means that I'm finding an exit.
Yes.
And, unfortunately, I know it might hurt because you got emotions tied to it, but believe them. When they say something like that, people are trying to find an exit.
Boom. When somebody shows you or tells you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
And he probably doesn't want to hurt your feelings. He probably really does like you a lot, but you're not the one.
I will also say,
him.
whenever you tell somebody we never had arguments, everything was great, that's only your side of it. Because that person might have a whole different feeling of, hey, man, this ain't ideal. Or somebody out there make a better ham sandwich than you.
Yeah,
Whatever it is.
It could be silly.
Somebody got his attention, so now you just got to let it play out. But you pretty much, girl, you lost.
Yeah.
He's looking for it. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
And also,
So-
you will find somebody that will appreciate you and love you for who you are and not move on to the next one. So this isn't it for you.
Out of the 863, my daughter is 19 years old and has been going out with a new guy who's in his 30s.
Ooh.
She's past the age of 18, so it's not like I can tell her what to do, but she still lives in my house. Does that give me more play that I can shut this down?
I mean, you can give her advice. The more you tell her not to do something, the more she's going to want to do it. Okay? That's how it is, especially when you have kids. Just guidance, just hope the best. You did raise her. Hopefully she has morals and she has a good compass. But she's going to experience situations like this, whether she's in your house or not.
My gut says kick her out. I'm just saying, I'm wrong.
Orlando.
I'm totally wrong. I'm just saying, my gut says you living in my house, my rules, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But if you follow that old, archaic way of thinking, you're going to put her out, and a grown man is out there with somewhere for her to live.
That is
And
correct.
now you got your 19-year-old out there,
Yeah.
in a Diddy situation, basically. So you might want to just sit back. Just like that relationship fizzled out for Brittany.
Right.
This relationship probably is going to fizzle out because there ain't a lot they got in common.
That's true.
So just stay there and stay locked in and keep communication with your daughter. So keep her home. Don't be playing it's my house, my rules, my that. Keep her in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can at least, if she's coming home every night, that's a plus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll let the parents deal with that one. That's y'all.
This just came in. This is weird. I have coworkers that like to eat my breakfast. I put a little X-Lax in my breakfast this time, and I'm just waiting to see what happens. Am I wrong for this, or should I have just sent an email out to the floor before it goes diabolical. I was going to do a ghost pepper, but I'm not trying to kill anyone.
Did you just?
I didn't. I swear, that's not my number.
You were just,
I have a 904 number.
Yeah, you were just like
That's
telling
funny.
us about
Don't
this.
get me started.
So
about
now, but wait though. I think you can. I mean, and this is, you have to look this up. But I think you can get in trouble for lacing food and then leaving it somewhere. Now, the fact that it wasn't theirs and they're eating it and you're gonna catch them, they could get in trouble too. But I don't think you can go unscathed with that, because if you put something like, peppers or something to get somebody like, and they have some sort of reaction,
Yeah, go to the hospital
or something, then that would just be bad. The laxative thing, I mean, that could be funny. I don't think that's too
You
dastardly.
could get in trouble though. I mean,
But you can't
even,
lace food and then just leave it out
It's your
for somebody
food.
to take it.
It's hey, you like ghost peppers. You like Carolina ghost peppers, and you put it in your food, and somebody ate it. Yeah, you can't get.
Yeah,
in trouble.
I think
But
I
again, I
don't
wouldn't
think
do
you
that.
can eat somebody else's food, but I'm saying if you set it up where you have it, you trick it and then leave it there for somebody to take it, then I think that's illegal. Somebody said it's highly illegal,
Somebody,
but
yeah.
A Florida bride was arrested because she laced some of her food with marijuana, and she was arrested.
That is different. She did that at a wedding, and she did that and didn't tell anybody.
All right, 888-429-0941. If you got one out of the 727, I hooked up with another girl for the first time. It was pretty amazing.
Congratulations.
But I've been invited now to pride events by some of my friends, and it feels fake because I'm still dating guys. It was only one time. Should I pass out of respect or dig in?
Pass on what?
I guess these whatever
Enjoying.
events that she's been invited to.
You can go. I like going to Pride. I like doing all that stuff.
We
Who
went to
cares?
Pride. We went to the Pride parade together. We was in Tiny's car.
You can still support whatever sexuality is. You can, not be that and still be supportive.
Are they just now? I will say this, because I mean, anybody can go out and celebrate, folks' individuality and their freedom and all that stuff. You can go to a Pride event and absolutely turn up. But are they inviting you because you've been running around saying, "Ooh, I hooked up with a girl"?
Right.
Because if they're doing that and that's not really the S you want on your chest, then you might want to pass out on it. Because I mean, if these have been your friends and they've been proud forever,
Right.
and you haven't gone to any, then maybe you want us to haul it out. I mean, but I will just say one sexual encounter does not, a lesbian make. You just got one encounter. It doesn't.
got one and
It
done?
doesn't make you,
Official?
Now you're not officially a card member because you had one dalliance with a woman. There are a lot of people out there that have had a hookup with a woman. I mean, and I was gonna say it's the same for guys, but it's not.
Yeah, but I like what you guys said before. You're allowed to support whoever. You could just be there in support. It doesn't mean that you have to be a part of that group. You
But
could
if
just
they ain't
be there.
invite you before this, then that might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But get out there and enjoy it if you want.
Out of the 727, last year, my 32-year-old husband broke my heart when he told me he was leaving me for a 20-year-old woman who worked for the business we owned. To make things worse, I found out he was showering her with gifts, clothes, purses, even paying for her car and rent. I told him that she was clearly using him, and despite the cheating, I was willing to try and work on our marriage. Fast forward to now, I own the business, and surprise, surprise, his little girlfriend has left him. Now he's back begging for another chance, wanting to work on our marriage.
Hell no. He made a choice. He made his bed. Now let him sleep in it. That's it.
That's tough.
I mean, that's not really. The theme today is believe people. He kind of showed you what he was about. There are. It's easy to say that when you're not involved in it. I'll just say that we're giving you very cold advice because we're not emotionally tied to it. But if you are still in, you can be in, but just know that person has shown you what his capabilities are, and he can have another 20-year-old somebody walk by him and then be
Like a
you know what I'm
cartoon
saying? Like
character.
just like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
get
you
real
right back in the
stupid.
same boat.
Yeah. So,
It's hard when you have kids and all that, and a business, and you made everything together. But yeah, I don't know if I could erase all that.
and if you retaliate against that person, that is the 20-year-old that works for y'all because she's hooking up with your husband. Now she could take half your business damn near
Right.
because now you created a hostile workplace. So it's just it's messy. If he's not able to keep it in his pants, then you don't want to be,
Messing around.
attached to
And
that.
it's not even that. Like, he full on left you, yell divorce, and you got the business.
Yeah.
So far, I think you're winning.
Yeah.
All right, I got this one out of the 863. My wife and I have been in an open relationship for a long time. Someone that she connected with in the past recently passed away, and she has been really affected by it. I don't know what to do. How can I help?
Oh, so she had a relation, like they slept together, and now this person passed away. Yeah, I mean, you got to let the person grieve.
Yeah.
Grieving is a process, and it's different for everybody.
You look like you're battling with this one a little bit.
Because I'm sorry. When you were saying it, I was sitting there like, okay, open relationship. I was trying to figure out how that played. But if she hooked up with this person, they've died, and now she has to mourn. I'm just imagining, do I go with her to, because that's my person, it's my partner. Do I go to a memorial service where she's mourning somebody else?
But
In the relationship world, you're supposed to, because you're supposed to be there for your partner, and if they're mourning somebody, you go with them.
Yeah.
But that would feel awkward as hell
But
if
then
I'm
it's-
at a thing where you are mourning somebody you've hooked up with, and I'm here as your
But she
moral
was
But-
okay with
support.
it.
Yeah, being in an open relationship is
Right.
awkward to some people too. So
Right.
if you guys have an understanding that your wife could be with somebody else, and you understand that this person had a connection with your wife and she's grieving, and you do want to be there for her, then you should be there for her, because I mean, as crazy as it sounds, it might bring you two a little bit closer together, because
Interesting.
yeah, because
It could.
she's mourning somebody, whether that love was physical, emotional, whatever it was, should be there for her.
Isn't that closing the door, though, as well? You're shutting it. So maybe going to the funeral or whatever is going on, maybe, and then it'll be done and over with.
We'll squeeze one more in from the 813. It says, how do you deal with a toxic family? Lately, I've just been keeping to myself, but that seems to be an issue, and they think I'm keeping my kids from them also. But to be honest, the phone works both ways, and we live 5 minutes away from each other.
Wow.
Lately, they all just been doing their own thing and keeping me and my family out.
They probably feel like you're doing it intentionally, which you're not, it sounds like, but you're dealing with toxic family members. I think boundaries are okay, but getting together for holidays and stuff like that, as long as everybody's cool, I feel like it will keep you guys still as a family.
That's the benefit of not having family live by you, honestly, because it's too much pressure to make everything a family reunion. Like, everybody ain't got to come to everything.
Yeah.
Like, somebody throw a pool party and 5 cousins show up, but 8 cousins live around. That don't mean we dissed the other 3. That just means we really didn't want to make it a whole ensemble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't go to everything. So I wouldn't read a lot into it. Now, I mean, you know better than we know, but I just think that everybody ain't got to go to everything.
I feel like a lot of times when we get these family letters, it's a lot of the people's pride that holds them back from just talking. Like, what happens to just talking about it?
Or just being
It kinda
open and honest. Like,
yeah, it
this
kinda
annoys me when you keep bringing up my
Yeah.
ex-husband or some whatever.
It kind of sounds like there are a lot of things left unsaid. Like, talk about it. Have a conversation and let them know how you feel. Maybe they don't even think that way, and you're just feeling a certain type of way because you are lonely.
When you assume you make an ass out of you and me.
There you go.
My mom always told me
That's
that.
I mean, that's why it's a saying.
Yeah.
Because until they say it, you saying it to yourself.
That's an analogy
I mean, that is not an analogy.
for your way.
Let's see. Oh, I mean, this one I don't want to go without saying this one because this came in. 954 says I had a miscarriage and my partner keeps going out with his friends. I feel like he's there for them and not me to mourn our baby.
I feel like some guys, it's harder for them to, it's a sensitive subject, and maybe taking themselves out of the household, all that stuff. This is how he's maybe grieving himself. And I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying he probably doesn't want to deal with it because it's uncomfortable, and having the conversation and emotions, and then you guys are crying. It's a lot. So I would, again, sit down with him, be like, hey, this is, not only is it annoying me, but also it's just it's offensive.
First thing, I'm very sorry for your loss. I know that it's hard, but I will say this with a grain of salt. It's really easy to have a baby. I don't know what your age or his age is, but it's really easy to have a baby. But it's really not easy to mourn. And some people don't mourn well. A person who lays down with you and has a baby, that's light work. You know, I mean, it shouldn't be, but it is. It's biologically easy. But after going through that loss and being the person who's going to say the right things, be there to be somebody who's upstanding, that's a little bit heavier of an ask. So, you know, you just got to look at the person and see if they are capable of that kind of stuff. And if they are, and you can lean on them as a partner, that's it. But that's why we should select our sexual partners a little bit more carefully, because when things do go left, if everything stays great, then it's awesome. But when something goes left, you want somebody to lean on, and sometimes people ain't really prepared for that.
That is true.
Our prayers go out to you for that, though, really.
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.